Royal weddings have given the world some of the most breathtaking fashion moments in history. From timeless lace masterpieces to elegant couture creations, these dresses weren't just beautiful. They became symbols of romance, tradition, and royal history. Many inspired bridal trends around the world, while others continue to influence designers decades later. Today, we're counting down the top 10 most beautiful royal wedding dresses. Let's begin. Number 10. Queen Letizia of Spain's Manuel Pertegaz wedding gown, 2004. Kicking off our countdown is Queen Letizia of Spain, whose elegant wedding gown perfectly blended modern sophistication with centuries of royal tradition. When the former journalist married the then Prince Felipe on May 22, 2004, millions of viewers around the world tuned in to witness one of Europe's most anticipated royal weddings. Designed by legendary Spanish couturier Manuel Pertegaz, the ivory silk gown featured a dramatic high collar, long embroidered sleeves, and an exceptionally long train that flowed gracefully through Madrid's Almudena Cathedral. Delicate silver embroidery, inspired by traditional Spanish motifs, covered the fabric, giving the dress a regal appearance without overwhelming its clean, classic design. Rather than relying on extravagant embellishments, the gown impressed through flawless tailoring and remarkable craftsmanship. Queen Letizia completed the look with the historic Prussian tiara, a treasured piece of the Spanish royal collection that perfectly complemented the gown's timeless elegance. Fashion critics praised the dress for honoring Spain's heritage while embracing a refined contemporary style. More than 20 years later, it remains one of the country's most celebrated royal wedding gowns and continues to appear on lists of the greatest bridal designs ever worn by a European royal. Elegant, dignified, and unmistakably regal, Queen Letizia's unforgettable Manuel Pertegaz masterpiece earns the number 10 spot on our countdown. Number 9. Crown Princess Victoria of Sweden's Per Engskeden wedding gown, 2010. Taking the 9th position is Crown Princess Victoria of Sweden, whose elegant wedding gown beautifully reflected Scandinavian simplicity and royal sophistication. When Victoria married Daniel Westling on June 19, 2010, the ceremony became one of Europe's most celebrated royal weddings, watched by millions around the world. Designed by renowned Swedish couturier Per Engskeden, the ivory satin gown featured a graceful off-the-shoulder neckline, a fitted bodice, and a long flowing train that created a timeless silhouette. Instead of relying on elaborate embellishments, the dress emphasized impeccable tailoring and refined elegance. Victoria completed the look with the historic cameo tiara, a treasured royal heirloom traditionally worn by Swedish royal brides, adding even greater historical significance to the ensemble. Fashion writers praised the gown for embracing understated beauty, rather than extravagant couture. Its clean lines and classic design ensured the focus remained on the bride herself, while perfectly representing Sweden's modern royal image. More than a decade later, it remains one of the country's most admired royal wedding dresses. For proving that simplicity can be every bit as breathtaking as luxury, Crown Princess Victoria's unforgettable Per Engskeden gown earns the number 9 spot on our countdown. Number 8. Princess Eugenie's Peter Pilotto wedding gown, 2018. At number 8 is Princess Eugenie's unforgettable wedding dress, a gown that carried both personal meaning and timeless elegance. When she married Jack Brooksbank at St. George's Chapel, Windsor Castle in October 2018, her dress quickly became one of the most talked-about bridal designs of recent years. Created by Peter Pilotto and Christopher DeVos, the ivory gown featured a folded off-the-shoulder neckline, long sleeves, and a beautifully flowing train. The design was deliberately created with a low back to reveal the scar from the scoliosis. Surgery Eugenie underwent as a child, a decision widely praised for promoting body confidence and raising awareness. Instead of hiding an important part of her life, Eugenie embraced it with confidence, turning the gown into something far more meaningful than simply a beautiful wedding dress. She completed the look with the spectacular Greville Emerald Kokoshnik tiara, whose brilliant emeralds added a striking splash of color. Fashion critics admired the gown for balancing modern design with royal tradition, while many praised the deeply personal message behind it. Beautiful both inside and out, Princess Eugenie's wedding gown proudly takes the number 8 position. Number 7. Princess Madeleine of Sweden's Valentino wedding gown, 2013. Taking the 7th spot is Princess Madeleine of Sweden, whose breathtaking Valentino wedding gown perfectly blended romance with royal elegance. When she married Christopher O'Neill in Stockholm in June 2013, her graceful appearance immediately captivated royal watchers around the world. Designed by Valentino Garavani, the ivory silk gown featured delicate chantilly lace, elegant long sleeves, and an exquisite full skirt that flowed beautifully as Madeleine entered the royal palace chapel. The timeless silhouette reflected classic European bridal fashion while showcasing Valentino's signature craftsmanship. Princess Madeleine completed the ensemble with the magnificent modern fringe tiara, adding sparkle without distracting from the beauty of the gown itself. Fashion magazines praised the dress for its refined elegance and romantic styling, describing it as one of Valentino's finest bridal creations. Years later, the gown continues to be celebrated as one of Europe's most beautiful royal wedding dresses. Its timeless design has aged remarkably well, making Princess Madeleine's unforgettable bridal look a deserving number 7. Number 6, Queen Elizabeth II's Norman Hartnell wedding gown, 1947. Coming in at number 6 is Queen Elizabeth II's historic wedding gown, worn when Princess Elizabeth married Prince Philip on November 20, 1947. Taking place just 2 years after the Second World War, the wedding offered Britain a welcome symbol of hope and renewal. Designed by legendary British couturier Norman Hartnell, the ivory satin gown featured intricate floral embroidery inspired by Botticelli's painting Primavera. Thousands of seed pearls, shimmering crystals, and delicate silver thread created an appearance of extraordinary elegance. Despite post-war fabric rationing, Princess Elizabeth paired the gown with the beautiful Queen Mary fringe tiara, creating one of the most recognizable bridal images in royal history. The timeless design reflected dignity, optimism, and quiet sophistication during a difficult period for the nation. More than 75 years later, the gown remains one of the most influential wedding dresses ever created and continues to inspire brides around the world. For its extraordinary craftsmanship and historic significance, it earns the number 6 spot. Number 5, Princess Diana's David and Elizabeth Emmanuel wedding gown, 1981. Breaking into the top 5 is one of the most famous wedding dresses ever created, Princess Diana's spectacular wedding gown. When Lady Diana Spencer married Prince Charles at St. Paul's Cathedral in July 1981, an estimated 750 million people watched what became known as the Wedding of the Century. Designed by David and Elizabeth Emmanuel, the ivory silk taffeta gown featured dramatic puff sleeves, intricate lace, over 10,000 hand-sewn pearls, and an astonishing 25-foot train, the longest ever worn at a British royal wedding. The extravagant design perfectly captured the fashion of the 1980s and immediately became one of the most recognizable dresses in history. Brides around the world rushed to imitate its dramatic silhouette, making it one of the most influential bridal gowns ever created. Although fashion trends have changed, Diana's unforgettable wedding dress remains a symbol of royal romance and fairy tale glamour. For its lasting cultural impact and iconic status, it earns the number 5 position. Number 4, Princess Grace of Monaco's Helen Rose wedding gown, 1956. At number 4 is Princess Grace of Monaco's legendary bridal gown, widely regarded as one of the most elegant wedding dresses ever designed. Created by Helen Rose of MGM Studios, the gown featured exquisite Brussels lace, a high neckline, fitted bodice, delicate long sleeves, and a magnificent silk skirt with an elegant train. Every detail reflected impeccable craftsmanship and timeless sophistication. When Hollywood star Grace Kelly married Prince Rainier III of Monaco in 1956, the wedding captivated audiences across the globe. Her gown immediately became a fashion icon and has inspired countless bridal designers ever since. Even decades later, its influence remains unmistakable. Many experts credit it as a major inspiration for Catherine, Princess of Wales' wedding gown in 2011. For defining bridal elegance across generations, Princess Grace's masterpiece comfortably claims the number 4 spot. Number 3, Catherine, Princess of Wales' Alexander McQueen wedding gown, 2011. Taking our number 3 spot is Catherine's unforgettable Alexander McQueen wedding gown, a dress that instantly became a modern royal classic. Designed by Sarah Burton, the gown combined delicate lace sleeves, a graceful V neckline, a fitted satin bodice, and a flowing train that perfectly balanced royal tradition with contemporary elegance. Handcrafted lace representing the 4 nations of the United Kingdom added beautiful symbolic detail. The moment Catherine stepped from her car at Westminster Abbey, fashion history was made. The gown received universal praise for its sophistication and timeless beauty, inspiring countless brides around the world. More than a decade later, it remains one of the defining wedding dresses of the 21st century and a benchmark for modern royal bridal fashion. For honoring tradition while creating a lasting icon, Catherine's Alexander McQueen masterpiece earns the number 3 spot. Number 2, Crown Princess Mette-Marit of Norway's Ove Harder Finseth wedding gown, 2001. Just missing out on the top spot is Crown Princess Mette-Marit's breathtaking wedding gown, a design that perfectly combines Scandinavian elegance with timeless royal tradition. When Mette-Marit married Crown Prince Haakon of Norway in Oslo Cathedral on August 25, 2001, she wore a custom gown created by Norwegian designer Ove Harder Finseth. Crafted from luxurious silk crepe, the dress featured a graceful bateau neckline, long fitted sleeves, and a beautifully tailored silhouette that emphasized simplicity over extravagance. A dramatic 6-meter veil flowed behind her, creating one of the most memorable bridal entrances in modern royal history. She completed the look with the historic Queen Maud's pearl tiara, adding a touch of royal heritage without distracting from the gown's refined design. Fashion critics praised the dress for its understated sophistication, noting how it reflected both Norwegian tradition and contemporary bridal style. More than 2 decades later, Mette-Marit's wedding gown remains one of Europe's most admired royal bridal designs. Elegant, graceful, and effortlessly timeless, it earns the number 2 position on our countdown. Number 1, Queen Mathilde of Belgium's wedding gown, 1999. Taking our number 1 spot is Queen Mathilde of Belgium's breathtaking wedding gown, a masterpiece of timeless elegance that continues to stand among the finest royal bridal creations ever worn. When Mathilde Dodekem d'Acaux married Crown Prince Philippe of Belgium on December 4, 1999, she chose a custom-designed gown by celebrated Belgian designer Edouard Vermeulen of Nathan Couture. Crafted from luxurious ivory satin, the dress featured a graceful boat neckline, elegant long-fitted sleeves, and a beautifully tailored silhouette that perfectly balanced classic sophistication with modern simplicity. A flowing cathedral-length train and delicate veil completed the regal look, creating a breathtaking entrance at the Cathedral of St. Michael and St. Gudula in Brussels. Mathilde paired the gown with the magnificent Queen Elizabeth diamond tiara, one of Belgium's most treasured royal heirlooms. The sparkling diamonds complemented the understated beauty of the gown without overwhelming its refined design, allowing impeccable tailoring and exceptional craftsmanship to take center stage. Fashion critics praised the dress for its timeless proportions and understated luxury, noting that it avoided short-lived trends in favor of enduring elegance. More than 25 years later, it remains one of Europe's most admired royal wedding gowns and continues to appear on lists celebrating the greatest bridal looks in royal history. For its flawless craftsmanship, graceful simplicity, and lasting legacy as one of the most elegant royal wedding dresses ever created, Queen Mathilde's unforgettable bridal masterpiece proudly earns the number 1 spot on our countdown. From historic lace masterpieces to modern couture creations, these royal wedding dresses have become far more than beautiful gowns. They've become symbols of love, tradition, and timeless elegance. Decades after they first appeared, they continue to inspire brides, designers, and royal fashion enthusiasts around the world. Which royal wedding dress is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this countdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next royal fashion countdown. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.